Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the King Power ahead of a huge game in the Women's Nations League. It's England against Belgium here in Leicester. I'm Vicki Sparks. I'm delighted to have the former England, and I feel I should say the former GB goalkeeper, Karen Bardsley, alongside me for this one, as we await the entrance of the players onto the pitch in front of what will be a sellout crowd here. There's a lot at stake for England in terms of the Nations League, but there's even more at stake because England carry the hopes of Team GB. We'll get into the mechanics of that in a moment and just take you through what England need to do to qualify Team GB for the women's football at the Olympics in Paris next summer. But let's just reflect overall as we await the players' entry from the tunnel, Karen, on this start to the Women's Nations League. 2 matches played for England. They won the first one 2-1 against Scotland. They lost the second one 2-1 against the Netherlands. Belgium so far unbeaten. They're the surprise group leaders at this early stage. This group is incredibly open in a way that perhaps we didn't expect.
I'll tell you what, Vicki, I certainly didn't. My experience from playing Belgium is to see just how quickly they've made the improvements that they've made. They've understood really the strengths that they have of the players in the squad, and they've been playing a formation that definitely suits their strengths, I think, better than anything else. They're incredibly defensively organised and clearly very difficult to break down.
England will be led out by Millie Bright once more, captain again in the absence of the still injured Leah Williamson. Tessa Woolart, formerly of Manchester City, Belgium's all-time leading goal scorer, takes the armband for them. Let's just run you through the team news. Kira Walsh is back from a calf injury in one of 3 changes to the side that lost to the Netherlands. Only the 3rd defeat of Serena Wiegmann's reign. Niamh Charles comes in for Rachel Daly, with Chloe Kelly replacing Jess Carter. So it looks very much like England have reverted to a back 4. No Lauren James, of course. She will miss these 2 games of concussion. And Aston Villa defender Lucy Parker has pulled out of the squad this afternoon with an ankle injury. Fran Kirby, though, is on the bench and could make her first England appearance in over a year after a real struggling with illness and, of course, lately injury, that knee problem, which meant she missed the World Cup. So here we go, the players taking to the pitch here at the King Power as the red and white flags wave all around us. Belgium have their national flag as well laid out as the fireworks in red and white, huge plumes of smoke shoot into the dark skies here in Leicester. And Karen, no 2 ways about it, this is huge for England. They quite simply have little room for error.
No, absolutely right. I mean, this is where it matters the most, and I think these types of situations do bring out the best in this Lioness squad.
The players who have just taken the knee, the message against racism still clear, are also wearing black armbands tonight, England's players, in tribute to the one, the only Sir Bobby Charlton, who passed away this week. So having lost only their 3rd match under Serena Wiegmann last time out in the Nations League, it's the Lionesses who get us underway, backed by a capacity crowd here at the King Power, looking to bounce back. That's what she's urged her side to do. So half-time at the King Power, it is just the 1-goal lead for England against Belgium. Lauren Hemp after 13 minutes. Half-time as well in the Netherlands. They lead Scotland by 2-0. So as it stands in Group A1 in the Women's Nations League, the Netherlands are top, ahead of England on head-to-head after the Netherlands won 2-1 in England's last match in this competition. Both nations would be on 6 points. Belgium would stay on 4 and Scotland would stay on 1. In the Premier League, 1 game tonight, 8 o'clock kickoff. It is goalless at Selhurst Park between Crystal Palace and Tottenham Hotspur. And of course, the big match in the men's top flight this weekend is the Manchester Derby. That is top of the agenda as well in today's episode of the Football Daily. Former Aston Villa midfielder Nigel Reo-Coker and former England goalkeeper David James joined Katie Smith to give their thoughts on that game. But first, let us hear from the 2 managers, Pep Guardiola and Erik ten Hag.
It's a match above many other derbies.
So you will be able to listen to commentary of the Manchester Derby at Old Trafford, 3:30 on Sunday. Do join us for that. Welcome back to the King Power in the Women's Nations League as England's Lionesses take to the field at the start of this second half, leading by 1-0. Former England and former Team GB Goalkeeper Karen Bardsley alongside me. So England get the job done. Lauren Hemp's goal after 13 minutes. As Tottenham Hotspur still lead by 2-0, and it is very close in that third place playoff at the Rugby World Cup. England now leading Argentina by 26 points to 23. You can listen to the closing stages over on BBC Radio 5 Live. But thank you ever so much for joining us here at the King Power as Sweet Caroline starts again. And we'll leave you with the strains of that on 5 Live Sports Extra. Whatever else you're doing this evening, we hope you have a very good night.